coming to you live from the It's Funny Studios. I'm Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Here we go again. How is everybody doing? Back again.
Seems like only a week ago.
Seems like only a week ago. How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Doing well.
Doing all right.
Still hot.
Use some rain.
And we could use rain.
That's kind of everywhere around the Midwest anyway, or big portion of the Midwest.
Yes, we definitely could use some moisture.
All right. Well, let's just get right into it. I got a couple things in the intro, and then I've got some grammar stuff we're going to talk about. And
I flunked grammar, I think.
I didn't do well in grammar.
I wasn't good. I hated diagramming sentences.
I could not stand it.
stuff.
My wife loved it. I hated it. I didn't see the point of it, but anyway.
No.
I never used no grammar.
Then I found there was a family that they lost a pet, and then they're happily reunited. We're going to talk a little bit about
that's
that.
Good.
A bar in Australia was trying to boost some sales, and it started an event, but got in a little bit of trouble with the event. And then in Japan, they have a new service for people if you may want to avail yourself to. We'll get into that a little bit. And then I think Mike's got a couple things that will finish us up. So
Yeah, I have one right before you.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Greg.
it's
right.
just a little news story we'll talk about. So, yeah,
I think
food related.
Mike is going to take us on a cruise ship. Is that right?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about actually somebody who was alone on a cruise ship. And do you guys like meth with your hibachi?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I like it when they take it and make the little train out of it. Get it across there. They flip it into your mouth.
Yeah. So those are kind of my stories there.
All right.
A little bit of preview.
Cool.
All right. Well, I'm going to get right into it because I've got a couple things. First, I was down in Springfield, a city south of us, about an hour or so, and I stopped into
The capital of our
the
state.
capital of our illustrious state.
Yeah, everybody would think it's Chicago, probably.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it is basically. More or
Yeah,
less,
all the
but-
politicians go to Chicago,
Yeah.
but sorry.
No, you're fine. So I stopped in there just to get a hamburger and an iced tea. And I ordered it, and I stand around waiting. And I got to looking, and there is a table, and it's got like a bench on one side, like a booth, but then it's got like two short stools on the other side. And there was some paper on the stool and on the wall. I'm like, what does that say? So I walked over there, and on one of the stools it's taped, and then that one's kind of messed up, but it says the same thing on the wall. It says, "Careful, I'm broken." not don't use me or put a piece of tape over so people, it's like, no, you can sit here if you want, but you may fall. You could die. I don't know. Now, there was a part of me that thought, why wouldn't you just tape that off? There was another part of me that was like, you know what? This is how it used to be. Listen, it's broke. If you want to use it, you can, but you might fall on your rear. So,
Did you give it a try?
Yeah, I ran over to it, jumped up and down on it. No, I did not. I did not give it a try.
It would make me want to just because it says that.
Yeah, it doesn't look broken. It didn't look broken when I was over there. I didn't sit on it.
I like it's careful with double exclamation marks behind it. I'm broken.
See, maybe that's the employee. It's saying that careful.
I was going to say,
broken.
I'm going to get a T-shirt that says that.
I'm in recovery.
Careful, I'm broken. Okay. I have a little bit of a rant. This is going to be therapy, probably. My wife and
I only charge $80 an hour for my therapy.
Perfect. My wife and I were out running around. It got late, so we're like, we're not going to fix supper. Let's just pick something up. And I hadn't been to this restaurant in a while. I thought, well, let's try it. I mean, I know I'm disappointed a lot of times when I go there, but maybe
McDonald's?
it's different. No, I'd have been better off to do McDonald's. I went to Steak and Shake. And of course, I got the usual gripes where I order from the app or from the kiosk, not the app. Put in, and it asks, "Oh, would you like to add 20% to that?" No, I do not, because I'm doing all the work.
Yeah.
So I get my sandwich, drink, got my wife a sandwich, a drink. We go sit down. And I said, "Yeah, give me a receipt." So I got my receipt. We went and sat down. And there is probably There was a couple that came in front of us with two kids, two like teenagers. And then there was one family that was sitting in the back with like 3 people. And then there was another table with 3 people. And that was it. And then they had people going through the drive-through some. So we go in, we sit down. And while we're there, the guy that's sitting in the back, he goes up and he's like, hey, listen, we ordered this a long time ago and I still don't have this. And they gave him some stuff like he's wanting to cancel. So like, this is not going to be
It's
good.
not
we
good.
waited and waited and waited. I ordered, because I had my ticket at 6:46, because that's what time I hit the kiosk button. Say, yeah. They called our name at 7:28. It was almost 45 minutes. And I just got a hamburger with ketchup and French fries. And my wife got one with, supposed to have pickles and onion. I think it was missing some stuff, but she's like, there's no way. There's no way that we're going to go and do this again. So we're out with that. But yeah, 45 minutes.
Yeah,
so
that one's got notoriously slow.
The fries were cold. I'm like, I'm not going to go back up and complain about this because I'll never get it right.
You should have ordered in the app and it would have been in East Peoria.
Yes. By the time I drove there, it would have been done. That was a callback from last week.
Yes, it was.
But to top things off, we're sitting at the table, and I was kind of,
as you do,
yeah. And it was kind of up towards the front, and there was a garbage kind of off to the kind of catty corner to us a little bit, but back, I don't know, 3 feet.
No broken stools though.
No broken stools. I'd have been better off to sit on the broken stool. And this gal came out, and she's changing the garbage, and she probably weighs 80 pounds. I mean, and she pulls the garbage out. And so I scoop my chair because she was, pulling it out there. So she's pulling it and she calls back and says, "Can somebody help me?" Because they didn't double bag this and it's putting it, and she's moving and doing this. And so I'm sitting there talking to my wife and she pulls on this garbage and I feel something wet all over my I got garbage all over the back of my shirt. She goes, "I'm sorry." I just I told my wife, "Is it bad?" She's like, "Look, I went to the bathroom. I take off my shirt, get a paper towel, wipe wet off of me."
That was your bonus.
Yeah. I said, "Well, you know what? I'm going to go up to the kiosk. I need to change. I do want to add the 20% tip." Yeah, garbage thrown all over the back of my shirt. I was just like, come on. And I would have complained then, except I think they really only had 3 people. I saw one guy working the grill. Somebody was in the back, kept running back and forth, and this little gal up here was changing the garbage.
I'm not getting your food, but
I said, "You know what? I'm just chalking this up to, this was my fault. I did this to myself. This was stupid."
Well, what's really frustrating about it is it's $30 then too for 2 burgers and fries.
Wait forever and to be abused with garbage.
Well, you expect the first half. The garbage, that's a new one.
That's an added bonus.
Yeah,
that's a little extra.
That's new.
That was the add-on.
Yeah, that was nice. All right, that's all I had. I don't know. Did you guys have anything else or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
One day we'll learn.
Although I do have a little gripe. You and I went to McDonald's for lunch today.
Yes.
And there were a table of about 6 teenage boys. I'm going to gripe about them because people, you need to discipline your kids.
I wanted
to.
They were horrible.
They were, one was vaping in the inside the McDonald's. They were using the F word every other word.
I think 2 or 3 of them work at McDonald's.
Oh, do they?
I think so, because they went back there to see when they were working.
Yeah, and then we're over getting our drinks, and they're cutting in front of us and stuff. It's just...
I just cut right back, but...
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
Parent your kids. Sorry.
That's all right.
That was a public service announcement.
All right. Well, I have a list of words here that are, it says, rarely used English words. So I thought let's get a few of these out and see if we can get them back into circulation a little
When you
more.
say English, these aren't like from Britain, are they? Or from Great Britain?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the first one. Let you guys see if you... It's nillionaire.
Nillionaire?
Nillionaire. Nillionaire. Nillionaire.
Well, nil is 0.
Yeah. So you got any?
So maybe it's somebody who has nothing, but
That's-
they want a title though.
Well, that's what I was thinking the same thing.
Excuse me. You both are correct.
Oh, wow. That was a very lucky guess.
Yep. I've been a millionaire for a long time.
Me too.
All right. Minimus. Minimus.
Sounds like something from Life of Brian.
Yes.
Minimus?
Minimus.
Do you got any thoughts, Mike?
I could give you some hints if that would help you.
Maybe. Let's see if Minimus.
Well,
Somebody might. Oh, go ahead. Or do you not?
I feel like I've heard this word before. I have no idea what it means. I mean, I'm going to say something it's minimal. You know, you're getting something in a small amount.
Do you want a hint?
Throw a hint.
Someone could say, you have a very cute minimus.
Oh, it's...
Or if, I'm going to tell you this right now, if you whack your minimus on something, there is not a pain that hurts much worse than that.
Minimus. This sounds like a word we had in we were doing some word game ages ago, and this sounds like a word that was in that. So if you whack your minimus, it hurts.
Yes, it does. Some people may think that the minimus is absolutely disgusting.
I'm going to go with elbow.
I'm going to say it's the pinky toe.
It's the tiny toe or the small finger. Your pinky toe or your pinky. Your minimus.
Yeah.
Poor little minimus.
That's
Poor little
minimal. I was thinking minimal, so I was somewhat on the right track.
The minimal
Giggle. Or giggle. 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 This one is English, but it says, I guess it's a Filipino. That's kind of where it came from. Giggle.
Giggle.
Gigil.
Yeah.
Gigil.
I have absolutely
Somebody say,
no
I
idea.
want to giggle your minimus.
Tickle.
You might not want your minimus jiggled. Somebody could come up and force it, and they could force a jiggle right on your minimus.
I certainly don't want my minimus jiggled
Giggle.
at all.
You may not.
Giggle.
Giggle.
I'm going to say tickle.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I don't know. I'll just say tickled as well.
It says the irresistible urge to pinch or squeeze something cute.
Oh, I almost said that. I said pull, and then it was like, nah, that doesn't sound right.
This one I know you guys have heard, but I'm going to throw it out there. It's bravado.
Like you have a bravado
You
about
have a
you.
very
Yes.
bravado.
I don't know what another
It's kind of like a
synonym
brave,
Yeah.
persona, maybe.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was thinking too, but it's a little different. The actual, I didn't realize this.
It's a big persona, isn't it? Like
Someone who is full of false kind of courage that masks a hidden fear. So they have a bravado.
I have hidden fears.
I have a bravado
courage.
about my minimus.
Being jiggled.
Yes. You might say, I don't mind if you jiggle my minimus, but you really do. It's a secret hidden fear that Mike has.
Yes, that you're minimum.
But he's got a bravado about it. Now, I know for a fact that Greg knows this one because he said it before, but tittle.
Tittle?
I think we've had this one on another episode long time ago because I wasn't
isn't
sure.
it? I think Mike got it right last time. When
Your minimus does not have a tittle.
No.
So that is for sure.
I'm thinking it's to do with. I was thinking it was like.
And you may want to jiggle the tittle, but you cannot.
Oh, I'm maybe off then.
You could. Well, I don't think it's physically possible to jiggle a tittle.
I'm thinking it's like the dot of an eye.
Oh, really? No. Whatever. If I got it right last time, I don't remember at all right now.
I'm not sure. I may be thinking of another word, but
It's a good guess. I really don't know.
You're half right.
oh,
Of an I or small j.
oh,
That's the tittle. Do not forget to use the tittle.
when you jiggle,
Well, I don't think you could jiggle a tittle.
you
I
probably
wrote down jiggle and I forgot the tittle.
You did.
Oh, no tittle on your jiggle.
No. Serendipity. I've heard that a lot,
I've
but
heard
I was like,
that.
I don't know what that
It's been
means,
in
so I went ahead and
movies.
left it. Yep.
Serendipity.
It's kind of like peaceful. Like you're in a
I think a
state
lot of people
peace-
would have serendipity when they listen to It's Funny That Makes It Okay.
So you're saying peaceful?
You're in a state of peace and calm, maybe.
Yeah, there was a movie, Serendipity.
There was.
State of being.
I think John Cusack was.
Yes, he was in it.
And a woman. I don't know who. But
yeah, I forget who the gal was. Let me see. He was trying to find her. Shoot. Do you have a hint?
not really. I mean.
Shoot, I can't. There's a word I'm trying to think
all right,
of. That
I'm going to give you 5 seconds to come up with it.
My word's blanking on me.
Finding something good without looking for it.
Okay.
I gave you the hint with people listening to our
probably
podcast.
had a little bit of that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you did. Yeah. That was a little bit in line, I think, with what I was thinking, but the word wasn't coming to me.
All right. Dysania. Dysania. Or dysania.
Afraid of Dyson vacuums? Dysania.
It almost sounds like a...
Someone may have dysania because they think someone's going to jiggle their minimus.
Yeah, it sounds like a fear.
Yeah.
Of something, some sort of disorder.
A fear.
You're on the right track, but not exactly.
These dead spaces.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know.
know.
This one.
The state of finding it extremely difficult to get out of bed in the morning.
Oh.
I think we've all experienced that.
Yeah.
We all have dysania.
That's like every Monday. I mean,
And the last one, apple pick.
Apple pick?
Yeah. You may
And
have
I
a
assume
fear.
this isn't
You
the-
may have a fear that you will. Well, you wouldn't have the fear. You may apple pick.
is this like cherry picking?
So cherry picking is
That's like
taking things that
Right.
you're taking the
Selectively.
best of.
Yeah.
So apple pick.
When I tell you, you're going to say, "Oh," but you. It's kind of a play on words. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
to steal someone's iPhone, you're going to apple pick. I'm going to go apple pick.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd never heard that, but that's what.
I've
it.
never had an
All right, so those are some of the new, or not new, but they said words that should be being used more out
Yes.
in public. Now, they came across some
You can't
terms.
apple pick an Android.
You cannot. No. I came across some terms for coworkers. So I'm going to say the term. I don't know
Okay.
if you guys want to. So the first one I'm going to come up, my dad actually used this one on me and my brother. Blister.
Oh,
Here
Spank.
comes Blister.
Oh, it's a coworker. I'm blister with Spank.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
blister
maybe
your
maybe
bottom.
where
I'm
you
gonna
work.
Blister your bottom. No. Well, no, that came from home.
Now where's Greg? He had to go to HR.
Yeah.
He giggled someone's minimus.
Jiggled.
Oh,
Jiggled.
Jiggled someone's minimus. That's right.
So blister is a description of a
All
type
of these are descriptions of like a nickname for somebody that you work with.
a blister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be like somebody who's kind of like a sore spot.
I was going to say a hot temper.
Yeah.
They always show up when the work is done. They're a blister.
Yes, that makes sense.
This one's, I'll just say birthday cake. This will get you an HR too. Because everyone got a piece. So birthday cake. I like this one. Lantern. Here comes Lantern. Oh, there's Lantern.
Okay, so they're
Someone who smokes.
shining. So they're shining a light. I'm assuming something that's got to be with.
Or they're not too bright. Or they are bright.
No, I like where you were going actually, where they're not too bright.
Yeah, let's say not too bright.
These are all derogatory.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so someone that's not too bright.
not very bright and has to be carried. I like these.
Okay,
E.T.
because they go home, or they
Always wanting to
good
go
one.
home.
Yeah.
Yep, they're always
Yeah.
going home.
Good
So,
call.
I like
Do
this
they
one.
eat Reese's Pieces on their way?
You'll get this one, but when I read this one, I did laugh out loud. Motion light.
Motion light.
Only works when somebody walks past. I love that one.
That's a good one.
That's clever.
Butter knife.
Because they're dull.
That's a good
I
one.
say, are they spread it on thick?
Yep. Not the sharpest tool in the box.
Yeah.
And to go along with that, when I worked somewhere and they was calling this guy Wrench. Like, Wrench. Oh, there's Wrench. I'm like, why do you call him Wrench? Because he's a giant tool. Like, oh. Justin.
It's the just in case, maybe.
Or just in time.
See, both of those, my dad used the just in time, but this one they said does just enough not to get fired. So
nice.
I like Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Yeah, somebody that's on break a lot.
Yeah.
Always having a break. So I like that one. So that was it. That was the last one I had.
those
I
are
mean,
good.
there were some
Those
other
are
ones,
good.
but those were kind of my favorites or the top ones that I found. But anyway, all right. So I came across, actually it was the headline that got me. And I thought, well, let's see what's going on here. Family stunned after its missing pet tortoise turns up 5 years after disappearance, just a few miles from home.
Well, that's all the further could walk.
That is exactly what I underlined and everything. I'm like, they're stunned? I would be stunned if they said, family stunned because the tortoise was 1,250 miles from home. Now, that would be stunning. Not like, he's like, let's see, a few miles in 2 years. That adds up, I would think. The tortoise.
You would think so.
Would do that. But they said the tortoise named Jemima, Jemima, I don't know, is safely back home after quite an adventure. I don't know that they know it had quite an adventure.
I'm going to name my tortoise Jiggle.
Jiggle. You may want to jiggle your tortoise. I don't know.
Might.
Says the tortoise turned up after it went missing. They actually they saw a picture of it on Facebook, and that's how they recognized
it. It had its own page.
I think somebody was probably complaining about it. Yeah. Oh, they found a tortoise.
It's got its own TikTok going on.
Yeah, so they found it and was reunited, but it was more of the how they were stunned that it was only a few miles from home.
Shocked.
You know, I think way back in one of the very first episodes, I talked about people had a missing turtle.
And that was in town here.
Yes. And it still is amazing to me. How does it run away? Are they just that fast that you put it in, it's just gone?
It disputes that whole tortoise and hare thing.
Or Looney Tunes was right all of these years. And I thought the joke was, haha, the tortoise is really fast. Like, no, the tortoise is really fast. It just flies. And if I bought a turtle, I would have thought the last thing I have to worry about is, well, I better get a fence. Like, how is it getting outside?
Put it on a leash. Its head keeps popping out.
It's one of those retractable ones. You put it on. It's just flying all over. You're like, stop. You get the little invisible fence with a shock, but I feel like that would be like extra mean to the tortoise. It'd take him. He gets shocked for like 4 minutes trying to get through it.
It'd be hard to get the collar on him.
I put it around his shell. I don't know.
Because every time you try, his head would go back in and... I can't get this collar on the turtle. Keep your head out.
Do turtles need to go out and get fresh air and go for walks a lot? Because this is
potty. You gotta take a potty break.
They live like in a terrarium, right? Or
some people I've seen keep them outside. Like if they have a little pond, they can keep them outside in the pond. You almost need to.
Is it a pet then, or is it just like?
Yeah, maybe.
I got a tortoise in the pond.
And why would it run off? I mean.
You have to almost put one of those little like construction like utility flags on him, just so you can see where he is.
A bike flag. Like
where's the flag?
Yeah. Or a little bell or something. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. But I just got to think, it's like, how often is this it must be a bigger problem in the turtle and tortoise community than I realized. I don't know. I thought they would be pretty easy pets to have.
You would think.
I wonder how he survives for 2 years. I mean, he just hangs out
living off the
land.
Well,
they were saying, and I think this was in Australia too, but they said the winters there get cold and but they hibernate. So they think what he did was he dug a hole and hibernated, and then I don't know, just kept going.
And when he go home,
fought off some kangaroos.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. Those kangaroos are jacked, buddy. They look like they're working out like 8 hours a day, man. They're insane.
I feel like your turtle gets lost in Australia. I don't know. Good luck to him. He was resourceful though.
Yeah, there's lots of poisonous things that could kill him.
There's lots of things down there.
All right. Well, Greg,
I got a little story.
Go right ahead.
So McDonald's is our normal whipping boy. So
it is.
What? That's right. So I saw this news story about a chef who posted a viral hack on TikTok how to tell if your local McDonald's is a good one.
This should be good.
So he sent a hack out. Mike Haraz of Illinois, a former McDonald's corporate chef.
A corporate chef?
A McDonald's corporate chef. Check out his quality test.
Okay.
All right. So
get your pencils and paper, everybody.
How to know.
Greg
An ex-McDonald's chef.
Some news, some info.
Yes. So the McDonald's chef shared a test with others so they can learn if their go-to location is up to snuff.
You can't tell from the service or from the food you get?
That's kind of where this goes.
Okay.
His strategy.
All right. I'm just making sure.
His strategy is go into your local McDonald's at a peak time. So heavy lunch rush, heavy dinner rush. Haraz of Illinois and announced on his TikTok video, I need you to order 10 quarter pounders with cheese. And you could add some changes to those burgers as well. Bring some friends. No. It's going to be a little expensive, he quipped. A good McDonald's location, he revealed, can produce a large amount of quarter pounders successfully during their business hours or busy hours. And that includes some special order burgers, he indicated.
Some, not all, just some. You don't want to overdo it.
No.
Yes. So if you can get a complete order in under 5 minutes and all the ingredients or adjustments that you request are accurate, you are at a good McDonald's.
You should go buy a lotto ticket after that.
If they cannot handle it, he added, then
you're at a regular McDonald's. The good ones, you can find them in Narnia,
Oz,
the underneath, or the upside down. Yeah. All of the fantasy places. That's the only good McDonald's. Sorry, go ahead.
So no, that's really his test. He said via email that there are a variety of things that might affect his test at a McDonald's location, such as a crew that is short-staffed, extra busy, or getting a mix of orders at any given time, which could make your service time longer. He added, this is based off corporate standards, stating that McDonald's targets service times of 120 seconds. However, due to grill capacity and the burgers taking around 80 seconds to cook, it may take 2 cycles to complete the order. So that's his solution.
4 minutes.
Take your friends in, order 10 quarter pounders, see if they get them out to you in 5 minutes correctly. I can't get a double cheeseburger out correctly at a non-busy time.
A McDouble. I'm the only one in there. I asked for a McDouble, no cheese, only ketchup. I can't get it.
So I have not found this mysterious good McDonald's yet.
And 9 times out of 10, I get my drink. I go over to the unsweet iced tea and I flip the thing. Nothing. I don't care what time. First thing in the morning, middle of the day, at night. No, you're not getting iced tea. I would think that's one of the easier things to make, right?
You would think. You might be able to apply the same test at Steak and Shake.
Well, there is no good Steak and Shake. So they may throw garbage on you though, which could be an upside if you're into that.
Yeah. So
ask her to call you some names as well while they're doing it.
So I think we should put a couple of our local McDonald's to this test and see.
Yeah. Maybe after the podcast, we'll just go see if they can handle 3.
Yeah. So what's a quarter pounder running these days? $8, $9? They're not cheap.
I think he's just wanting people to, I'm going to help McDonald's out here. Go order 10 quarter pounders.
Yeah. And what's corporate chef?
That's what I thought.
How is he a chef?
Yeah. Bobby Flay. Yeah. The Iron Chef. They got a whole competition going there.
Yeah.
What's the guy, the blonde-headed guy that yells at everybody? That's what I picture.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yes, chef. No, chef. Drop them fries. Yes, chef.
I don't even know if he can turn around McDonald's. I think it's
so.
too far gone at this point.
I've never seen a cook at McDonald's with a white hat on and a white outfit.
They're way in the back.
A joke.
They're out shopping for fresh ingredients, Greg.
Oh, that's probably it.
Farm to table.
They're busy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was it. Just a quick update on how to find a good McDonald's.
Well, thank you for that.
Yes, public service announcement. You can go watch his TikTok if you want to, get all the details, all the deets.
All right. Well, in Adelaide, Australia, there's a nightclub there. It was trying to boost its sales.
Maybe if they jiggled people's
there may be some jiggling.
there
may be some jiggling. I don't know. It could. I think that's why they had to stop.
Based on the title, there might be.
There might be. They were offering an event that would give people free drinks based on your bra size. That's right, ladies. Based on your bra size. And the event.
So it's kind of like McDonald's. That's how you tell if it's a good bar.
In case you couldn't get it just from the description, they're calling it the bigger the better. Because, maybe you didn't get what we're going from. It says here they're using the slogan, the bigger the better. And they have a sign that says, let me start this over. It says, hang your bra in the shed. Encourage women to take their bras off in exchange for free alcohol. See, I would think you'd have to give them the alcohol first. Is that how no? Hanging your bra is uncomfortable. Hang it up in the shed and let loose, a post on the venue's social media read. That means you as well, boys. I don't want to be in there with boys that are wearing bras. I guess maybe they need them. I don't know. Big boys. Or maybe they're hanging something else. I don't know I don't understand that line. That kind of threw me. My first question was
your man's ear.
Your man's ear. My first question was do you just get a drink, or is it based on the size of the bra, what drink you get? It answers that question later on. I was curious. Like you walk in, it's like, oh, you get a shot. It's like, well, that's demeaning. Really? Yeah. So I was reading, and you think if you did do this, wouldn't you just offer them a free drink, right? But no, they went a little different. The graphic stated that women would receive 1 drink for A cup bra size, 2 for a B cup, and 3 for a C cup. I guess if you go in with like a double D, it's a keg. I don't know. It stopped at C, so I don't know what that is.
Was it the same standard for the dudes?
Yeah, it says, unsurprisingly, the promotion sparked backlash from social media users, saying it was demeaning, misogynistic, it was going to attract feral, rabid, sex-crazed creeps, one said. This is very true. Said it's hard enough to keep drunk men away and then add the pressure of get your bras off to the mix. Well, they're not going to make you take your bra off. You could go and not take your bra off. I don't know, maybe they were going to make you take your bra off. Says this was a terrible idea from the get-go. But anyway, that was it. I saw this. I thought, yeah, in this day and age, that would have flown years ago. I don't even know if they're going to have like ladies' night anymore where they offer special drinks and stuff. It's like people are.
Elias says, based on feedback from our community, we have canceled the promotion and are workshopping ideas for different promotions.
Yes. Can't wait to see what those are.
Yeah.
We thought people would like breast and beer, but they don't. Yes. They probably have a sign that says no jiggling. So,
yes. Yeah. So moving forward, senior management will be reviewing all promotional activity to ensure it creates an inclusive environment for all of our patrons.
Yeah, I'm sure senior management is, Crocodile Dundee back in the office. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, have the ladies take off their bras. I like it. Crikey. I like that. Get them out there.
Well,
come on, Sheila. Let's see your shrimp on the barbie. Hey. And anybody listening to Australia is like, that is the worst. I know. It's the worst accent.
That is not what we sound like.
No, we don't sound like that at all. I apologize if I offended any Australians with my terrible accent. All right. So that was in Australia. And I'm going to take us off to Japan real quick. There is a startup in Japan.
Yeah, I've never been there.
No. Well, you're going to go. Close your eyes. Imagine if you will. No. There's a startup out there that's helping people with work issue. So if you have some problems at work, They might help. How, and you think, well, they're gonna do like continuing education, maybe teach you how to deal with people. No,
help me not be a lantern.
That's right, or a Kit Kat, or a motion light. That's my favorite one. Motion light. For $145.
Mine says $144.
Oh, you're right. It is $144.
I thought I was getting a discount.
My dollar to yen translation was off a little bit.
144. That's so weird.
Yeah, $144.
Just round it up.
Yeah, the Japanese startup, they will quit your job for you. So you can hire them to come in.
Oh my God.
And quit just for you.
So once you hire them, do they have to hire one of their co-workers to quit their job for you? It could be a bad cycle. I mean, everybody's got to hire.
They probably have an app that you could use to do it. You could hire them.
End up quitting.
They'll
in
go
Japan.
quit another job.
Yeah.
I don't work there. You quit the wrong job. This is what you post. You push this button. But they said
Auto went to the wrong location.
Said employers try to make you ashamed and guilty if you try to quit your job in less than 3 years. So a lot of in Japanese culture is a deep-rooted practice for lifetime employment. So a lot of them feel guilty or shame, and they don't want to. They won't quit. So they just hire somebody that they just don't go back in. Like, I'm not going back in. They come in and I'm going to quit. You better hope you don't get somebody disgruntled, because they could come in and just burn that toast, roast that bridge. Roast your bridge for you.
Yeah.
I'm here for Mike Gennard. Oh, are you a friend of his? I'm friend. I don't know. We're acquaintances. Anyway.
Look, I don't know the guy. He just paid me to come in here and quit.
Yeah. And here's what he has. A long list of issues that we're going to go over right now.
We're going to hash these out.
So if the person you get is a low talker, is that quiet quitting?
It might be quiet quitting.
Yeah.
I wonder if they could just zoom in. Click, click.
Yeah.
Yeah, he quits.
I'm quitting from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a remote quitter.
Says the exact sentiment one company is, okay, so for 20,000 Japanese yen, it's $144.
Oh,
A
that's
Japanese
why
startup called Exit will quit your job for you.
Exit stage left.
That's right. So that's it. I mean, it kind of goes on, but it just kind of rehashes the same stuff. It gives some examples of people in their 20s trying to quit, and they're guilted into trying to stay. And, again, they do a lot of lifetime employment, or that's how it used to be. And now this next generation, they're like, no, they want to keep moving.
So the boss gets mad and fires the quitter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that'd be funny if someone over here on this side of the pond had hired them, and they came over and they're just talking in Japanese. Like, I don't know. What are you doing here? Who are you?
They may get hired.
Yeah. It's like
they're working.
It's like
there.
The Office, Asian Jim. He just, Asian Mike. He showed up one day. Mike is gone. Asian Mike's
He
here.
shows up much better work ethic than Bob had.
We just kept him.
We kept him. That's right. He's making those quarter pounders like you couldn't believe, buddy.
Yeah. During our busy hour.
So that was the last one I had anyway. That was not much, but I just thought that was kind of interesting, where somebody is paying somebody to quit for you.
Oh, come on, man.
See, to me, that shows you can't even quit your job yourself.
I know. It's like there's an easy way out now for everything. Just take a little bit of responsibility.
Well, we've talked about that a few weeks ago with dating, where they don't break up. They just slowly kind of quit. Just do it.
Yeah.
Put on your big boy pants, and go and do what you got to do, or big girl pants. But you don't have to put on your big girl bra if you don't want to.
What about
and you might get free
your
drinks.
man bra?
Apparently, you can take off your man bra too. So, all right, Mike, let's go on a cruise.
Well, I had seen this story, and the headline had caught me. I had seen a different article from this, but basically it said something along the lines of, this particular person is the only one on a cruise ship. Now, I kind of thought that even after reading the story, I still don't quite believe he was the only one on the cruise ship. But
I would think staff would have to be there.
Well, yeah, I mean, the crew is there.
Pilot or the captain.
As far as guests, though, he's the only guest, supposedly.
That would be weird.
It was so. Blake Rosier is his name. He made a TikTok detailing that he's completely alone on his cruise ship besides the crew. It was said, and that allowed him to be waited on hand and foot.
Sitting at the captain's table at dinner.
Well, he recorded this TikTok. It's at night on the cruise ship. He's outside. He's in the pool. He said, I don't even know how this happened. He pointed to a TV and said, all the movies, the shows, the pools are all open. The movies are going. The restaurants are open. He said, it's truly insane, and it's been amazing. So he did not outline, and this is kind of what makes me think this is just fake, or that's not actually true. He didn't outline what cruise he's on, where he's at. And I would think that the cruise would cancel the cruise if one or two people, show up.
I would think so.
And the comments online were mixed. A lot of people were saying, hey, this would be a really appealing cruise, or some people were saying, this is the scene to some sort of a horror movie or a psychological thriller. You got to get off the ship. So
that'd be creepy.
It would.
The only one on there.
And I don't know, again, if it's true or not that he's actually the only one on there, but it actually got me thinking, what other events or places would it be good to be the only one there, or where it would be weird or bad to be the only one there?
Well, being good, I can think of like an amusement park, Disney or Six Flags. Nobody just go and hit the ride, do whatever I want.
Be like John
no
Kent,
lines, you just walk right in,
or like Chevy Chase and Vacation.
Do people take a lot of cruises by themselves? Do you just go by? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I
hear about a singles cruise, and this was a singles cruise.
Yeah, maybe that's when he signed up. That's like, wait a minute.
You're the only one.
I was going to get to do some jiggling, and I got nothing. I got to jiggle myself.
Well, he looks like he could probably hang his bra up, though.
It looks like he's probably getting a couple free drinks. I don't think it was just a single the way he was looking in the pool there. I think he was getting at least two.
Oh man,
I've been the only one in a movie theater before, and that wasn't bad.
That was
me and my wife.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I ever, just when I was single, because sometimes I'd go. I worked at a strip mall that had a.
It's a strip. Whoa!
No, it's a strip mall.
I didn't know that.
That had a movie theater. And I would go
for cash.
Yes.
Let me show you my minimus. Let me shake my minimus for you. Mike's Nightmare Strip Club. Oh my gosh, this is the worst. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, you mentioned one earlier. Did you want to mention that one?
Yeah, so I've got some other. So movie was one that I had down, and that would be good. It would be good.
Yes,
and I'd even give spouses if they were there with you. I'd even give you that. So
yeah.
To me, I said my first thing I thought of, very first thing, would be flying.
Yeah.
Flying.
And that actually, my son-in-law's dad, who, for work, he traveled a lot. And on a return, I think it was a return flight from Chicago to Peoria, he was the only one on the plane. Mm-hmm. He said, that's kind of cool.
Well, you can just walk right on. You got your seat.
But that would be the plane that crashed. I'd be the only one on it.
Well, you got plenty of life vests. Like no one else is taking the life raft.
Yeah,
so
I'd be grabbing all those oxygen masks, pulling them.
And if I'm going back to this guy on this cruise. If he was the only one on there. Like, how would they do the food? Like, they're not going to just put out like a buffet.
No,
like, I'm not going to cook that. I guess they could cook you. What do you want? It's like, oh, I want this.
Yeah.
And when we were on a cruise, there was a guy who was like the kind of master of ceremonies whenever they would have all these different events. Is he doing it for this guy? Are they doing like the show and the theater?
What if he doesn't go to that show? Do they still put a show on?
Yeah, I was going to go to the 10 o'clock show, not the 8 o'clock.
I say a restaurant, going into a restaurant being the only person.
Yep, I don't know. That's what I had on there too.
As a good one or a bad one?
I don't know. It depends. It would be good in some aspect, maybe, but you might get horrible service.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, there's probably a reason, right? You're the only one in there. But it would be nice because you hopefully would get better service being the only customer in there.
Oh, I'm sure I would.
Ideally. So to go along with flying, I did put basically any and all forms of public transit. I think would be better.
Yeah.
And that would include, I also put commuting, so
yeah, if I was the only one on the road.
No one's in your way. You just get to go where you're going.
That is the best.
Perfect. Another one I put would be going to the gym. I hate when the gym is full of a ton of people.
Yeah.
You got to wait on equipment.
Yep.
My Planet Fitness app gives me an indicator of how busy the gym is. So, although it's for a different gym because it's an app.
Well, it's only fair, right?
So if I'm going
The
to
one in
these
Schaumburg is it's empty right now. There's nobody there.
I just have to commute 4 hours there and back, but it's worth it.
But if nobody's on the road, I'd be all set.
Yeah. I put going shopping, grocery shopping.
Yeah.
No one's in your way.
Yep.
You don't have to
Shopping
wait forever.
is great with nobody there.
What about a concert?
Okay, so if you want to go that route, I put that is one of the first things in my bad or weird category.
Is a concert?
Would be a concert.
Yeah, you're there with the
I
band
don't think
on
I would
stage.
enjoy that if I'm the only one in a concert.
Although I don't like to be like shoulder to shoulder with somebody either. I like having a little bit of space.
Yeah, well, that's fine. But what about if you were the only person?
No, that
they were
would be
singing
weird.
directly
It's not
to
fun
you.
for the band.
Oh, it's just me. Yeah, I got one lighter.
Yeah.
Sticks is like looking at me, like
Yeah.
playing.
All of them are looking at you. There's no one else to look at. It's weird. That would
Yeah.
be weird.
Pointing at me, flipping all of their guitar picks and sticks to me. I'm covered in them. Stop throwing things. Who wants a T-shirt? I guess it's me.
One of them's going to go crowd surf, and this is like it's up to you now.
That's terrible.
You would have no trouble accessing the bathroom, though.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Concession. In and out.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of fun for the band either.
No.
I can just ask him, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. You guys, can you just stop? And I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Doug's rushing the stage, and the bouncer pulls him off and throws him on the
My
ground.
figure would be more like I get up and they're like, hey, can you get us some drinks, man? Yeah, for sure. We'll do, Jay. Yeah, we'll get you, JY.
Yeah, so a concert, not good.
Yeah. Another one I had on there would be a sporting event. If you
Yeah.
were the only one cheering for your team, or
Giant
whatever,
stadium.
you're all alone in a big football stadium or something. Yeah, it's like how awkward would that
Wasn't COVID kind of like that?
be? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that would be weird.
The only one in the whole arena or whatever. Yeah, they just hear your little clapping in the background.
Yeah.
I think some movies would be that way too. Because some movies, it's like if it's you got it's kind of a communal thing. It would depend.
See, a movie I'm completely fine with watching by myself.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that. No one else is on their phones or sitting awkwardly close to me when they don't need to.
That's the
Because
worst.
that's what happens. Is like you're the only one in there, and someone comes and sits next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
that
what
is
are
the
you
worst.
doing?
Munching on popcorn super loud. It's like, see, that one is fine to me. But yeah, I, with the sporting event, I need the cheers of
Yeah.
the crowd to just kind of get you into it a little bit.
Along the same lines of a concert, like going to a club and watch a comedian. If you are the only one,
Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to get destroyed. Or they may not even do it. They may just cancel. Like,
oh no, he's got to do it.
no.
He's got to do it, which isn't good for him. So he's gonna be mad.
Especially if he's one that does like a lot of crowd work.
Yeah.
So where you from?
Morton.
Look at this guy over here.
Yeah.
What about this guy? Well, and on the
Am I right?
Yeah. On the flip side of that, the other thing I had down here was church as well. Going to
Yeah.
church all alone.
That
Yeah,
would be a little
You're
weird.
just literally being preached to.
I've been-
personally
Yeah,
the
the
entire
preacher just
time.
walks down right in front of you, stands there.
I think you need to come down to the altar.
Yes. Has anyone in this group? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like-
I've been to some church services where I was almost the only one.
That would just be too weird to me. I couldn't be the only one in the service. Be like, look, I came here, I was here, but I'm leaving because
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
We'll be doing communion. Give him his.
Yeah. So those were what I had. Do you guys have any other ones?
I said, I already said the amusement park for good. I'm trying to think. Oh, bad. Like car show. It's just me. me,
Yeah, car show would be bad. Just walking
me and my
around.
Buick. Like, wow, this is a terrible car show.
Yeah, or even going around. Yeah, walking around. All the guys are with their cars and it's like nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sparked some interesting
Yeah.
thought, though.
Yeah, you said amusement park, right?
Yeah, I
Well
did.
done.
Yeah.
See, that would be great.
I would
You
love
just
it.
Go right
But
in.
see, like our local, the Pumpkin Festival, I don't think I'd want to be the only one there. I mean,
Well, no, but
there's an energy to having the
But
crowd.
that's not an amusement park.
And you're
No,
not
it's
going
not,
to
but
ride the rides at the Pumpkin Festival. I mean, you're going for.
I may ride them. I ride with my grandson. I ride the roller coaster.
But like, if I'm going to an amusement park, I would go for, I guess, more of the more intense rides.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like at Disney, I guess you wouldn't. Well, you wouldn't wait 3 hours anyway at the Pumpkin Fest. Hopefully, to ride a ride.
Hopefully not.
Although I've been to the Pumpkin Festival, where I have wished there was a few less people. I'm like, can it be a little?
They can
when
be
you
a
can't
little
even
crowded.
walk, you're
Yeah.
like, this is. I'd like to be able to walk.
Yeah.
That would be nice. But I don't like
walking's
large
good.
crowds for the most part, anyway. So
Yeah. That's why I think I had more in the good category.
that's me
as
too. That's
opposed
what I'm trying to think. What is there a
bad.
time where I would just be like, I wish there was more people.
Yeah.
Now some people would say the beach. Like
Yep.
my sister-in-law was like, they love it when it's just crowded.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm like,
I don't want it packed.
no,
Yeah.
I prefer no one else on the beach. But
I guess if you've got it packed, there's less chance the shark's going to get you because you got a lot of people, a lot
Or
of legs,
maybe-
a lot of legs in the water.
I don't know. Maybe the more people are chumming up the waters. I don't know.
I know, but still, I think you've
I still
increased,
take my chances with the
you've
shark
incre-
over the people.
you've
That's where
increased
I'm
your
at. Like,
odds or decreased your odds by having a lot more legs.
like you can be at the
water.
beach with 1,000 people and essentially zero chance of getting bit by a shark, or with no one. And there's a 40% chance you get bit by a shark. I'm taking the shark.
I
It's
think
only
I'm
40%.
going with the people. If it's 40%, that's increased odds quite a bit.
Worth it.
Sounds like a would you rather.
I don't see a downside. Even getting bit. How bad would am I losing a leg or just like bit? This, I think a little
It might
shark.
pull you under.
A little shark's going to just kind of nibble on my minimus.
He's going to.
He might bite my minimus off. I don't know.
Jiggle your minimus with his teeth.
I don't want him jiggling me. That's for sure. He jiggled the crap out of me. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, I'll say that's about all I had for that first story. The next one I had, well, it's not the Bee, so it's from their website. The headline is Hibachi chef suspected of lacing patrons' food with meth, but he didn't even work there. So how did that happen?
So he just showed up and started cooking?
That's what I was, how does that even happen at a hibachi restaurant? The whole thing is a spectacle. So it says,
Did the other chefs not know him? I mean,
it kind of touches on that. So it says, at about 4:30 a.m., a Florida family of 4 drove themselves to the emergency room at the Santa Rosa Hospital. They had complained that they couldn't sleep and had been up all night chatting. I hate this chatting.
a hibachi restaurant's a weird place to be the only one there, too.
That would be, the chef is just for you.
He's throwing everything at you.
The onion train is just right at
Suck it. Just over and over again. Yeah. So it says, so when they entered the emergency room, to their surprise, 3 other familiar faces entered the same emergency room reporting the exact same symptoms. And the 3 new patients had sat with them at the hibachi station at the Nikko Japanese Steakhouse for dinner earlier that evening. So it's a nice little hibachi reunion there at the emergency room. All 7 patrons had
But their meals were expensive.
Well, when you put meth in there, oh yeah, it cranks up the price. You
Yeah.
can't get that meth hibachi for cheap. So it says they had all 7 tested positive for methamphetamines. And so off the bat, then it says the patients had said that the chef had been using 2 different soy sauce bottles. One was a thicker consistency than the other. The mother remembered asking about it. However, the chef had ignored her. So, the police got a warrant. They went into the restaurant and they tested the soy sauces. They had found that some of the bottles tested positive for meth, but they had also tested the kind of sealed packets, it says, of soy sauce as a control. However, some of those also tested positive for meth.
Well,
so
that came from the factory.
Well, yeah, it said they ruled those as false positive. And then I like what it says here in the article that that the author says, now I'm eyeing these soy sauce bottles in the kitchen, suspiciously wondering what's in that stuff. So when the police had indicated which hibachi station the patients had been sitting at, the restaurant manager said that that station wasn't even supposed to be in use that night. No one was even supposed
Were
to be
they not
cooking
watching?
there. I don't know. How do you even sneak in and pull that off? But it said When asked if there was anything else suspicious about the night, the manager remembered something odd. There was a complete stranger at the restaurant dressed as a hibachi chef. He had said that he was a new hire and had accessed the kitchen multiple times before they asked him to leave.
How does that happen?
How? I know. How do you just let him go in there and cook? You've seen him. They admitted to seeing the guy.
You know, seeing the guy with no teeth and mumbling to himself would be a
scratch. You know, it's like
if he showed up and was my hibachi, I'd be like, yeah, we want a different guy. I don't want this hibachi guy.
Yeah. Who hired you? He's not here tonight.
Yeah, he's somebody else.
Yeah, it was a different guy.
So it says then that
how would the manager not know that he was hired?
Well, the day manager hired him.
The day manager.
Yeah.
It says, though, that he turned out to be a sushi chef from a competing restaurant who had been fired because he was always moving erratically and talking to people who weren't there.
Well, look at that. There we go.
It says, however...
How do you move erratically?
I don't know, you just like shifty?
Yeah, was he shifty behind the old...
His hat's a little behind, so it takes about a second.
You couldn't get the eggs to land in it.
Yeah. It says, however, the man has no history of narcotics in his record. The restaurant employees said that no one tampered with the guest's food, and the police couldn't find any concrete evidence of methamphetamines at the restaurant. So they dropped the investigation. Just like that.
Oh, man.
So basically, he just worked there.
The phantom hibachi chef.
Did he get paid?
Well, apparently he didn't work there.
What a weird story.
That is very weird.
That is so odd. I don't know if I'll ever have the same experience after the story at a hibachi restaurant.
I'm a little worried with that now. I always trust it. I figured hibachi chef, one of the more trusted chefs.
I would think.
I mean, yeah, they do the little trains and the spatula.
If you'd have told me you went to McDonald's and somebody slipped some meth in your burger, like, yeah, I assume that's happening when I get my McDonald's. I assume I'm going to ingest meth and go babbling off to myself for the next 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's going to be flipping knives around in front of me. I want him pretty, aware.
If that did happen at McDonald's, that wouldn't even be the worst thing that happened to me at McDonald's. No. Could have been worse.
Yeah, so the guy went through the whole hibachi routine and never got kicked out at the station that wasn't even supposed to be in use.
And if he was on meth and did the whole routine and no one was in, because everybody knows unless you've never been to it. I guess could be your first time, but all 7. Because if you're getting in, he's just like just slapping things and making a huge mess. Be like, all right, this guy is insane. But if he's doing the whole thing, let me throw you some shrimp, whoop whoop, and then so let's squirt the sake in your mouth, and here comes the drink. He's doing all that. You're like, well, I guess he knows the moves.
Yeah.
If he's doing the swirling around and cutting stuff up, and
I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird to me. The whole thing is just weird.
I guess I'm going to have to start asking for some ID or something.
Yeah.
You got your hibachi card or what's going on?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to need your hibachi
saying, see him, hey, baby, you want some yum-yum sauce?
Yeah, I got your yum-yum.
But also, I feel like these guys just don't want to give out their meth for free. It's like, yeah, let me tell you.
That was
what's
expensive.
Well, what was the point of this? Unless he's just whacked out on drugs and doesn't really pay attention.
Had a little extra meth left over that month. So
maybe it was like in his sleep and it was just falling out into everything while he's cooking.
It's going to make me watch my soy sauce at Panda next time I go there.
And out of all of the drugs you could abuse, I feel like meth is one hard to abuse and still keep your job and work well. Because people
maybe he wasn't working well.
They didn't think that there was anything weird about it. That's what I meant. If you get somebody that's drunk, you would, unless there are some people who are alcoholics, high functioning, I guess, but I don't know.
Flipping those knives, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought
fingers.
The whole thing was weird because they're like, yeah, that wasn't even, no one was supposed to even be there. And he went through the whole hibachi routine, served the people meth in their food.
Manager. Don't you go around looking? He's like, why is somebody at this table with this hibachi? That's shut down.
Go to one of the other tables.
I'm a new hire. I don't care. I don't care. We're not running this tonight.
Yeah, he goes to the other table and goes, who's that guy over there?
It's like, I don't know. That's Crazy Joe. Like, what? Where did he start? I don't know.
Oh, that's just Lantern.
That's right. That was crazy. That's insane.
That's weird stories.
Yep. Very odd.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Well, that will wrap up another fun-filled episode.
Yes, very fun-filled.
Hey, we thank everybody for watching. Yeah, watching. Listening to the show. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Relax. Take in a deep breath. Have a great week.
Take care of your minimus.
Take care of your minimus. Don't jiggle somebody without getting permission first.
Yes.
And we hope you have a great week. Check us out on all the social media feeds that are out there. Just look up It's Funny That Makes It Okay. We hope you're having we hope you have a great week, and we hope you're tuning in 7 days. But until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.